inside one of the most dangerous places to work along the Gulf Coast, Mobile Metro Jail. Even though most of the inmates are men, we've learned most of the corrections officers are women. News 5's Devin Walsh shows us how these women aren't afraid to take charge.
Yeah, find a cell in there.
Let me tell you something.
She's a mom and a grandmother of 6.
All right, who got the stuff on the vents in here?
So who's doing all this talking out here first? Pull this towel down off the end back here.
She loves singing gospel music. She's a former beauty queen.
Hello, guys. How are you doing?
These female corrections officers are in charge of the inmates, who are mostly men.
Don't let the smooth smile fool you. But when you're in here, we tell you what to do. We mean business.
It's a hellhole back there.
Sir, let me hear what he has to say, okay?
Warden Trey Oliver says 70% of his officers are women.
You are working in hell on earth with a group of people that outnumber you, are bigger than you, don't respect you in many cases.
Have you been cursed at?
Yes.
Spit on you?
Yes.
Hit you?
Yes.
And you're still here?
I'm still here. Sure, you okay? All right.
Despite that, Sergeant Pamela Lafitte has logged 20 years. Sergeant Ashanta McGee, 30.
You going next door?
And one of the head honchos,
You doing stupid stuff.
Captain Sadie Stallworth,
Let him clean it up.
31 years. These women take a risk every day,
What you mean you didn't know who I was?
supervising inmates facing serious charges.
When these sergeants first started here in the 90s, they didn't have much to protect themselves. They just had a plain belt with some handcuffs. But times have changed. Now on their belts they wear a taser, they each have a radio and pepper spray. But none of the officers carry guns.
Really take on that motherly, nurturing role as opposed to a corrections officer role.
They say women are better than men at using words to calm an angry inmate.
We as women, we know how to talk, to set up and maintain, to make eye contact, and to just persuade them to change the situation. Men can't do that.
These women say despite their working environment, their jobs
So he was already here when I got here.
have turned into a career,
They, who is that?
even going so far as to call it a ministry.
I know my purpose here, why I have stayed so long, and it's just to touch that one somebody.
I love my job. I love what I do because you're giving back to the community.
And they will continue giving back while trying to help those living behind bars. With photojournalist
Acting no fool. You know how everything works, don't you? Everybody good?
Jason Garcia,
You need to calm it down.
I'm Devin Walsh.
They mean business. Warden Trey Oliver says they are very clear to each applicant what they'll encounter if they accept a job at the jail. They make sure each person spends several hours walking around the jail to see the challenging working conditions.